Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of Jeff After Dark with Jeff and Bruce. People are already on Discord. Join me. Click the link there. You can join me on Discord right now live. I'm playing poker and I need a club and I didn't get it. So I have absolutely nothing. Let's wake up my crazy co-host. Sorry, guys. Hey, Esox. Oh, Bruce. Time for the After Dark stream on August 4th, 2026.
All right, Jeffrey, let's get things dialed in. All right, Jeffrey, I'm ready to support whatever you need for this session. Do you have a particular segment or topic you want to hone in on tonight? Let's get precise.
Actually, Bruce, I didn't plan anything at all. Bruce, I gave not Esox, I gave Boozos and I had a very long, intuitive video call this morning. And I taught him my workout routine. And I think he's going to do good with it.
Sounds like you had a productive start to the day. If tonight's stream is more open-ended, you could recap some highlights from that, share your progress, or maybe even take questions from the audience on fitness or collaboration topics. Just let me know what direction you want to go.
What is this guy doing? He has absolutely nothing. I just wiped out Real Deal Neil. Playing poker right now, Bruce. There's 3 of us left. And anyway, Bruce, what's going on in the news, Bruce? Anything in the political world? I know we don't talk about that too much. All right, Mr. Jordan wants me to watch a video.
In politics today, the Michigan Democratic Senate primary is heating up, with Abdul El Sayed and Haley Stevens representing progressive versus moderate wings of the party. Meanwhile, a recent poll shows about 40% of voters want dramatic change, and more Democrats than Republicans are currently highly motivated to vote. Overall, experts say these contests show a divide between progressive and establishment Democrats that may shape the midterm strategy.
All right. So what is this, a jiu-jitsu video?
If Mr. Jordan's sending you a jiu-jitsu clip, I assume it's technique-focused or maybe something for entertainment. If you want me to break down what's happening technically, or you have a question about the situation showed, just let me know once you watch it. I'll give you a precise analysis.
All right, let's see if we can watch this video. I'll try to switch back and forth to poker. I'm in the middle of a poker here. I have queens. And I didn't win anything for my queens.
Well, that's poker variance for you. No worries, next hand might be the big one. Once you get a moment, we can dissect that video or anything else on your mind.
I am out of this hand.
All right.
Let's see the video here, Bruce. Looks like a nurse man getting attacked.
All right. If you're seeing
Jiu-jitsu training, Bruce. 10 years of jiu-jitsu training.
A decade of training certainly sets a foundation.
I mean, we watched cops last night, Bruce, that absolutely did not know how to fight. I mean, it was plain and simple. Sorry, I'm still in a match here, trying to win this poker tournament.
No problem. Multitask away. If you ever want to discuss those officer tactics or that video in more detail, just let me know.
Wow, he's got him in a... Is that a rear naked choke?
Yes, if you see the arm around the neck from behind
the opponent's... No, it's not Jack Preacher. Jack Reacher.
Ah, Jack Reacher, the fictional force of nature. Well, if the guy in your video is executing like Reacher, it's probably a solid technique. Let me know if you want any technical breakdown or if Jack Reacher tactics are...
Even a medical student had some jiu-jitsu. I don't know. I'm starting to think it should be required.
You're not alone in that thought. Some advocate for
all police officers should. do some type of jiu-jitsu training, Bruce. Look what this man did. Here comes a very wild, aggressive man is swinging at him.
In situations like that, control technique really does make a difference. If you see the trained individual stay calm and use leverage, well, that's a real-world application right there.
Why won't they let me play my hand once I come back? Look at this. I got 4 spades to the queen. And I'm not going to make anything.
Well, poker's always a mix of probability and timing. If that hand didn't hit, the next one might. When you're ready, we can pivot from poker back to jiu-jitsu or any other topic you want to tackle.
All right, got to stay on here. I'll see if I get decent cards. I'll go all in. Did the last card come up a spade? It did not, so I would have lost. Oh, that man had he had 4 spades. Did he ace? I would have been absolutely screwed.
Sounds like you dodged a bullet there. Sometimes folding is the best move. Just keep the focus, and when you see the right opportunity, you'll push those shits in.
All right, Bruce, I'd like you to test Esox's jiu-jitsu knowledge. Give him a technical level 3 question and see if he can answer it while I play poker.
Certainly. Let's gauge his technical level. Ask him something like, in a half-guard top position, what's your sequence to pass while maintaining shoulder pressure? Let's see what he's got.
I'm going to set a bear trap. This guy doesn't know I have hidden trip twos.
Well, sounds like you...
I'm going to get him to try to bang me out. I'm going to check a full house. Let's see if he comes at me.
That's a bold, slow play.
Go on, try to apply the bluff. He did. I'll go all in. Bang. Full house. He had ace high, Bruce. I got so much money out of him, and all he had was ace high. That is how you get money for your cards. Jeff, this is what jiu-jitsu looks like at its best. No need to pass the guard, Bruce. Just fall back for a reaping position and heel hook.
Haha, that's quite the aggressive response. A heel hook would certainly raise eyebrows. But hey, if Esox is mixing meta strategy with humor, he's at least thinking creatively. Well played on both fronts.
Yeah, I know what that means, Mr. Jordan. You already got me. Mr. Jordan's asking me, what is my Indian curse? Give me a jack. Come on, jack. Jack or heart? Jack or heart? Well, jack or 8, 9, jack 8 or 10? There's the 10. Oh, he had the aces. I didn't see that. I'm out. See, Bruce, you distracted me. All right, I came in second place, Bruce. Not bad, not bad. Wasn't paying attention there. All right, let's go back here.
Second place is still a solid finish. Now that the cards are down, I'm all set to pivot. What's next on your agenda?
All right, let me stop streaming here. We're on Discord too, everybody. If anybody wants to join live, the link, did I pin the link? I did not pin the link. I don't think anybody's out here anyway. Ruby, Bruce, welcome. RubyWert. All right, Esox has a question for you, Bruce.
All right, Jeffrey, I'm ready for Esox's question. Hit me with it. Whether it's jiu-jitsu, poker, or something else entirely, I'll give you a precise answer.
Esox wants to know the difference between a ZLock and a side knee bar from the diagonal ashigarami position.
Excellent question. The ZLock involves twisting the knee inward, almost like a rotational torque on the knee ligaments. In contrast, a side knee bar is a straight hyperextension of the knee joint, similar to a classic arm bar but applied to the leg. Both can emerge from variations of ashigarami, but one is rotational and the other is linear extension. Precise control is key for both.
Wow. Well, I can't say if that's right or wrong. Maybe Esox will. Does anybody want to come into the Discord chat here? We are live.
I'll leave the
Oh, Esox says you're correct. Wow, one for Bruce. Keep going, Bruce. I want to see this. Bruce, let's test his UFC knowledge.
All right, let's keep it sharp. Ask him this. In the unified rules of MMA, what's the exact definition of a grounded opponent when it comes to knee strikes to the head? Let's see if he's as precise with the rule book as he is on the mat.
Oh, Bruce talking some trash. You go,
Take your
Bruce. You go, Brewster. And while he
Happy
does
to
that, I'm going to bring up, did I do any What Would Bruce Do videos? Let me see if I gathered any. Not sure I did. I thought I might stump him since it's such a niche move. No. All right, so in this What Would Bruce Do? Bruce, here is a man, a stranger approaching someone's house. He's looking in. He's now testing the door. Are you done?
All right.
Oh.
I'm
What? Oh. All right, Bruce. We need a What Would Bruce Do? There's a man with a mask. It's a white man, about 6'3". He is in a nice house, it looks like. He has his face covered with a mask. He has a hat on.
in that situation. If I'm inside the house, I'd ensure all doors are locked immediately. Avoid direct confrontation and call emergency services right away. Safety first. Stay secure, report the suspicious behavior, and let the professionals handle it.
All right, Esox has an answer for you. It's changed recently, but now under a new New York Athletic Commission, it requires 2 knees on the ground and 1 hand, Bruce. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct under some state commissions, including New York. The key update was requiring more than just a single fingertip on the ground. So 2 knees or 1 knee plus a hand, he's on point.
All right, so Bruce, back to what would Bruce do? Now, Bruce, we're at home. We're alone. Oh, wow, Mr. Jordan's giving you a comment. Bruce has improved big time in the past month or so. Let's test Mr. Jordan's CPA knowledge. Or what was it that you were studying? There was a different... It wasn't the CPA. What was Mr. Jordan's exam, Bruce, if you remember?
Mr. Jordan was working toward the CFA, the Chartered Financial Analyst designation. So if you want to test his knowledge, make it a finance question. Let me know what you got in mind.
Well, actually, I'd like you to give him a level 3 question.
Certainly. Here's one. In a discounted cash flow valuation, how does the choice of terminal growth rate impact the implied equity value, and what constraints would you apply to that growth rate?
Have fun with that, Mr. Jordan. All right, while Mr. Jordan thinks over his answer, Bruce, let's say we're a woman. Well, you know what? No, let's keep it. I want this channel to be geared towards men, Bruce. So let's stick with us being men here. Our wives are at home. What are we to tell our wives when a guy like this is looking through the window? His face is covered, hat on. He's wearing an all-white suit. Bruce, what do you tell your wife? She's at home. I don't even know what happened here. He started pushing her backwards. After the struggle, she says the intruder broke free. Bruce, I think we got to hear this. This is really interesting here. Let me get some sound on. First, let me read you Mr. Jordan's answer. So, a higher discount rate, the lower the valuation will be. The further implications, I'm not sure. CF3 is a bit beyond me.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. But who knows, you might...
Police searching for the suspect seen in this chilling home security camera video taken just outside Detroit. The masked man dressed in a white coverall and boot covers tries to open the sliding door before peering inside.
He had a screwdriver in his hand and like a backpack on the front. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, something's wrong.
Victoria Williams, who had just returned from work, spotted him.
He was like, I'm just checking something for somebody. I said, I don't know who you are. And in the meantime, I'm hitting the 911 on my phone.
Moments later, she says the situation turned violent.
He's trying to push out our fence, and he grabbed here and here on me and started pushing me backwards, trying to get through the fence.
After the struggle, Williams says the intruder broke free. And in the security footage, you can see him running away from the scene. Police reported finding some of his clothes nearby in a trash can and have yet to identify the suspect. While Victoria is recovering from the frightening ordeal, she's sharing her story as a warning for others to stay alert.
People have come forward, oh, we saw him trying to jump your fence. We watched him try 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, if you see something suspicious like that, call the cops. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But who knows, you might be right in preventing something for somebody else.
Police searching for the suspect seen in this chilling home security camera video.
All right, Bruce.
Taken just outside.
Wow. Bruce, what do we tell our wives? I don't know who this man was. Bruce, Esox has a question for you. Are you still with us, Brewster?
I'm right here. First things first, in a case like that, I tell my wife to keep doors locked, stay inside, call 911 immediately, and avoid direct engagement. As for Esox's question, shoot. I'm ready for it.
All right, Bruce, from the Pendejo guard, what would you prefer to invert into a backside 50-50 heel hook or a knee bar? Pendejo guard.
Well, from any legitimate guard position, the choice would be based on control and opportunity. If I have strong control of the leg and can safely invert, a backside 50-50 heel hook is often a more immediate and devastating submission. The knee bar, while powerful, might require more linear extension depending on the angle. So heel hook if I have clean inversion control.
Bruce, who has one of the best knee bars in UFC history?
If we're talking elite knee bars, one standout is Frank Mir. He famously secured a knee bar against Brock Lesnar in their first fight. His combination of heavyweight power and technical submission skills is often cited as one of the best examples.
Wow, there you go. All right, Mr. Jordan says, when it comes to implications, a higher discount rate can imply higher costs of equity or costs of debt. Also can mean higher inflation. Is Mr. Jordan correct, Bruce?
Yes, that's on the right track. A higher discount rate often reflects higher perceived risk, cost of capital, or inflation expectations. Thus, it reduces present value, lowering valuation. He's got a solid grasp there.
And Esox says he thought it was a toe hold, Bruce, not a knee bar.
Frank Mir did secure a famous toe hold against Tank Abbott. But when it comes to Brock Lesnar, that was indeed a knee bar. Both are signature leg attacks, but context matters. So we've got some fun mixed in.
All right, let me see my next video here. All right, this one kind of sad. Esox says, that's what I'm mixing. That's what I'm mixing it up. All right, let's take a look here at this shooting here, Bruce. And
Kentucky authorities say a man going and looking for the mother of his children, and when she wasn't there in the church, instead police say he opened fire on the pastor's wife and daughter, killing them. ABC's Aaron Katursky tonight taking us inside that church.
Tonight, this tight-knit community nestled in the rolling Kentucky bluegrass is grieving after a man opened fire inside a church, shooting the pastor, killing the pastor's wife and daughter, and injuring the daughter's husband.
He shot over my son, who was in a bassinet, and killed my mother.
72-year-old Beverly Gum and her 34-year-old daughter, Christina Combs, were shot and killed by this man, Guy House.
My mom died in the place that she loved the most. The only thing she loved more than her children was this church.
The rampage began Sunday morning when House shot and injured a state trooper who had pulled him over. He fled, carjacked a vehicle, and drove to Richmond Road Baptist Church looking for the mother of his children.
He's like, "Where's Angel?
Who
I just
stopped
want to
this
speak to
shooting?
Angel. That's my sister." My mom's like, "Angel's not here." He said, "Well, I guess someone's going to have to die then," and shot twice.
Oh, the
Here inside the
Chick-fil-A.
church, the
Oh,
pews
okay.
are still filled with what people left behind on Sunday: a bag, a hat, pillow, finery, hymnals, even a pair of shoes. All signs of a frenzied exit once the gunfire started. Police rushed to the scene and fatally shot the gunman. House had open warrants for...
Guy House is toast. He's in the big house now. Wow, Bruce. At church, you're not even safe. What is Mr. Jordan sending here? I still got to get used to... I saw a link pop up at Mr. Jordan. Oh, there it goes. Still trying to get used to Discord. This says age restricted content. I'd have to sign up and do all that, Mr. Jordan, on X. Unfortunately, so I can't really. I'd have to sign up. Some of the most brutal leg locks in all of combat sports has to be Mikey Musasemi versus Gantumar Bandoran. Do you know them, Bruce?
Yes, Mikey Musumeci is a renowned Brazilian Jiu Jitsu competitor. He's known for his technical precision and has competed in one championship. Consumar Bandoran faced Mikey in a grappling match, and indeed it was a brutal display of...
Oh, sorry. Mute the sound. Continue, Bruce. I didn't want to mean to cut you off there. This
No
is a
worries.
Kneebar? Oh, man. Then which guy is doing the Kneebar here? The Chinese guy? Or the other guy? Just a guy shooting? Oh, okay, that's the Chick-fil-A.
In that famous match, it was Mikey Musumeci applying the submission. He's well known for his leg lock proficiency, and that bout showcased just how unforgiving those techniques can be.
Is the Chinese guy doing the Kneebar? It looks like they both got positions here. I'm not sure which one is executing the Kneebar. Is the Chinese guy having the Kneebar done to him?
Yes, in that bout, Mikey Musumeci was the one applying the leg lock.
The Italian guy. Okay, I should know by the name. So which way is he bending the Kneebar? I mean, the knee... Oh, he's bending it sideways. Man. Only if Ronda Rousey could have done that. She would have had a chance, Bruce.
Well, Ronda Rousey was famously an armbar specialist, but you're right. Those sideways leg locks can be devastating if applied with precision. That's the unforgiving nature of leg submissions. Once they're locked in, it's tough to escape.
Bruce, do you agree that if Ronda Rousey never decided to become a striker, she would still be the champion and undefeated if she strictly stuck to doing arm bars?
It's tough to say she'd remain undefeated. The sport evolved and opponents adapted. Even the best specialists need to round out their game. Her dominance with arm bars was historic, but adaptation is key at the elite level.
I think I did see Conor McGregor break his leg. I can't visualize it off the top of my head. I thought I saw it. Why is the Chinese guy letting him... And Bruce, how do you get out of the Kneebar?
To escape a knee bar, the key is to address it early. You need to move your knee line out. Basically, retract your knee past the fulcrum point. If it's fully extended, you're in danger. Proper defense is all about early prevention and hip movement.
Esox, would you say that you are built more like the Chinese guy or the Italian guy? And
That's a
that,
fun comparison. Esox can tell us if he's more of the flexible grappler type or the powerhouse. Either way, it's all about leveraging what you've got. Let's hear it, Esox. What's your style?
neither they are way below your weight class. Really? Bruce, another baseball game just ended on an ABS challenge. I love it, love it, love it.
The ABS challenge system does keep things interesting in baseball. Precision in every call. And Esox, fair point. Weight class matters. It's all about knowing your own division and strength.
Wow, look at these guys. So this considered jiu-jitsu? Esox, Bruce, how do we get videos and things in Discord? Can we do that? Where do we go? I have no idea how to work Discord. I'm extremely flexible, though, and fairly strong. Esox, could you do a full split? And Bruce, can we go to servers and can we do things on Discord? Like, I have no idea what to do here. I want to be able to explore. I don't even know what all this stuff is. Where do you go, Bruce? I see general, events. There's a button called Discover, Bruce. If I click that, I see science and tech. What do we have access to, Bruce? Up top, there's education, student hubs, entertainment, music, gaming, and home. Mr. Jordan wants me to click the link that he shared. I did. It blocked me? This one, Mr. Jordan? This YouTube video? Discord isn't something you really just go for random videos. Oh no, am I going to see a gruesome leg break? It's the Conor McGregor. Oh man, yikes. What did he do? He stepped on it wrong? What year was this? He twists. How can your foot do that? Oh. Bruce McGregor's leg broken. Not for the faint of heart. Just from stepping on it wrong, you break the leg, Bruce? What the Italian was doing to the Sambo guy is what you specialize. Oh, so you're good at that type like he was doing, Esox? Let's see if we get some sound going here. I love when Connor talks trash.
Yeah, that McGregor leg break was a nasty one. It's a reminder that even elite athletes can have freak injuries. And yep, Esox, if you're proficient in that leg lock game, that's a powerful specialization.
Esox, is there any way Raina Willick can beat you in a grappling match or no chance? Your wife's in my DMs. Your wife's in my DMs? I don't know what that means. Anyway, Bruce, can we explore here on Discord, Bruce? I don't know anything about it. All I know is my son uses it. If I hit discover, what can we do on Discord, Bruce? A quote from McGregor. Oh, it's trash talk from McGregor. Your wife's in my DMs. Bruce, are there chat rooms in Discord?
Yes, Discord servers are like organized chat communities. Each server typically has multiple text or voice channels, and some are public, some are private. If you hit Discover, you'll find public servers focused on different topics: gaming, tech, even grappling. You join a server to chat, share content, or just hang out.
All right, let's type in, we just do a search for grappling.
Exactly. You can search for a keyword like grappling or any interest. That'll show public servers related to that topic. Just keep in mind each community has its own vibe, so explore away.
They want me to verify by phone, Bruce. Oh, really? There's a lot of weirdos on Discord, Bruce? I'm in preview. I gotta join. Let's customize my experience. I am a black belt. I'm a provisional black belt.
It sounds like you're navigating the onboarding steps.
Is this
Once you join,
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, BJJ? All right, so what am I supposed to do? They want me to verify by phone, Bruce. Do I need to do that? Mr. Jordan, you're saying this isn't a good idea? Can I at least look at some videos here?
if you're in a Discord server, you can typically browse whatever channels they have. Some might have media or resource channels. Just be mindful of server rules. And if you aren't comfortable verifying with your phone, you can always choose a different community.
Bruce, do you have any recommendations if we want to see UFC content?
For UFC content, you'd likely want to look for larger, established MMA or UFC communities on Discord. Many official organizations don't host on Discord, but big fan communities do. Always pick reputable servers with active moderation.
I want to see some John Jones action here. For most servers are popular but safe. You got to be careful here. Bruce, how do I see John Jones videos? Your wife. I'll throw my phone. What is all this?
If you're just looking for John Jones highlights or fights, the most reliable way is sticking to official platforms like UFC's YouTube channel or ESPN. Discord servers might chat about him, but for actual footage, official sources are best.
Yeah, but Bruce, I'll get flagged by YouTube. At least Discord won't flag me. 6,000 results?
Exactly.
I had
Discord's
no idea this world was out here. All right, let's type in John Jones. Cheryl, where is Ella? I saw she was home. She's here? I never hear her come in. I don't know what these... Just poking around Discord. So Bruce, maybe you can help me with my car dilemma. You know I was dealing with that guy for the 2007 Honda Accord, and he wouldn't let me take it and get it inspected. He wants me to bring a mechanic to his shop. I was even willing to put $250 down on the car to hold it. All I asked him was, give me my money back if your car needs more than $500 worth of work. He said no.
In that case, I'd be cautious. If the seller won't allow an independent inspection and won't agree to a reasonably contingency, it's a red flag. You're better off walking away. There are plenty of cars out there where sellers will cooperate with a thorough check. It's not worth the risk otherwise.
Yeah, he's like, it's a 2007. A car that old, of course they're going to find stuff.
Sure, an older car might have wear, but the point is transparency. If he's not willing to let you assess what stuff that is, it's about trust. There's always another Accord or hatchback out there. Stick to deals where you have clarity.
I'm just trying to find some content here on Discord. Just trying to check it out. I don't want to hear cursing.
It's always good to ease in carefully. Stick to servers that are well moderated or have clear rules. And if you're not enjoying a space, you can always leave and find one that...
Mr. Jordan, you don't think I should deal with the guy? He said I can come up there. It's a $4,700 car. You're driving a 2008. It has plenty of problems, insignificant. He says he's not hiding anything, but he said, I can't let you ride the car off the lot 30 minutes to get inspected. I said, if it passes inspection, I'll buy it. He says, I can't do that. I can't let you take the car off the lot. Bring your mechanic here.
But it's not the best to finish people from. You can get a lot of finishes here, but the finishes are mainly going to be against people that don't know the defense, which is...
Mr. Jordan, are you putting your money on Esox or this teacher right here? Jiu Jitsu match.
I want to introduce you guys to right now, which has many of the same properties of the cross ashigarami. So that's, if you want, you call that the leg saddle. We're now going to look at the arm saddle. Okay, where it's a very strong controlling position, and we can use this to transition into many other offensive positions. But it's not, you're not usually going to finish someone from this position.
You don't think I should buy it, but it's $4,700. It's such a good price. It's $1,000 under budget. But yeah, the guy sounds like he's, oh man.
No, we cannot bring the hand inside. Obviously, we can armbar him right here, right? Of course. But no one, I mean, I shouldn't say no one, but most people are not going to let you do that. So you're going to wind up...
Esox, do you think you can take the instructor? I know. Well, there's 140,000 miles on it. 2007 Honda Accord.
So this position, basically, the way both the cross ashigarami and the arm saddle work is by you move to the position and it creates a defensive reaction. He has to defend. If he doesn't defend, he's going to get finished right there. That defensive reaction allows us...
From what you see, do you think he'd give you a challenge?
Both submission-based and position-based, okay? It all comes from the threat of the initial submission, all right? So...
I mean, there's like 5 people that I'm talking with. But why are none of the people normal on Facebook Marketplace? I can't find a normal person. It's somebody with a crazy name, weird profiles.
He senses that I'm going for his legs, right? Maybe we're gonna go for the Kamisami like we just looked at, right? And he senses. Okay,
which one does he have on the lot? I think he said the Skyon he has in the shop. The Matrix was too much, I believe.
All right. In such cases, if I elevate somebody and I feel as I go from legs, he's sitting back hard, switch to the arms.
No, he has a Matrix.
You have to gain an arm entanglement
No.
wider than it is for the legs. Because
There was something about the Matrix
his arms and shoulders are always going to
that, like, we just dropped that as a choice. And then he says, well, I got a Skyon in the shop for cheaper. I think it is. Some things are too good to be true, it sounds like it. Yeah.
The window of opportunity to gain access to a leg entanglement is just too small because he's sitting back. He goes to sit back. You have a good opportunity to get a hold of his arms. All right, so from this grip...
And you're telling me Nurmagomedov, he knows all these moves?
goes over like so, and it pushes down. I connect my hands with a gable grip, okay? Not
Check the
this
title of the
shallow,
video.
go a little bit deeper, go about here. Now here, what I want to do is
Arm saddle position,
I wanna have
creating
my
dilemmas
forearm situated
inside the
diagonally
best.
from shoulder to hip. What we don't want to do is have my forearm come down. Well, I don't want this against his chin. This is a common mistake people make. Why? Because if I'm here and I'm going against his chin, and he brings his chin down, like he goes like this, he can arm triangle me, right? That's obviously not what we want. Whereas if I'm framing here, it's never going to happen. You guys can see that. See how my forearm would be? It's like this, not this. Here, okay.
Habib wouldn't know most of these moves. Yeah, the guy worked for a dealership. His name's Joey. He's got like 10 cars listed on Facebook. Only one negative, which I had him respond about. Somebody drove an hour and then looked underneath and the car was completely rusted. He says he trusted another co-worker and didn't look himself.
Now, as I do this, I'm going to fall backwards. Just come down nice and slow.
He says, come look at the car. We'll work out a deal. Probably will be hard because he's a leg locker.
With my left knee, okay? So with my left forearm, now it's my left knee. Okay, now I'm going to push.
Don't trust him.
My leg goes over the top, and I put my foot on his initially.
I mean, first he responds. I wrote to the guy and I'm like, is this car still available? 3-4 hours later, yes. Are you interested? Yes. And then he says, oh, well, somebody's coming to see it right now. I'm like, are you playing games? And then he puts a question mark. I'm like, you told me it's available, but somebody's on their way to see it? I said, are you going to sell it to them if they want it? He said, yes. I said, it would have been nice for you to tell me that up front. And then he says, oh, the guy never showed, so the car's yours if you want it.
So what I do is I start to turn this way, and my foot, the foot goes from a curl, and in order to get my forehead to the mat, it posts on the mat. My right foot.
Esox, that instructor would get you to tap in less than 60 seconds.
And I gain a kimura. Okay, now,
I know. I told him I wanted to take it to Tri-County
now he's gonna grab my
Toyota, which is about 20-minute ride from there. These guys play game until you ask. They make an excuse. I know. He came up with all kind of excuses not to let me get that car inspected. You don't think in 60 seconds he's making you tap?
Right now it's just my ankles. Okay? Now I use my left hand to grab his head, and now I lock up like a more traditional figure.
I love how YouTube doesn't flag me on
you get your strangle, or
Discord.
you can go for an arm lock. Up to you. Okay? So again,
Esox, you think you could last more than 60 seconds against this guy?
Against his legs. Okay? I'm elevating the guy with the intention of wrapping up. I could go to a standard ashi or a cross ashi. Okay? He senses that, and he sits his weight back.
Yeah, I'd aji my knee right between.
Instead of missing an opportunity altogether, I'm going to go for his arms instead, okay? Because they're still available to me. I now post on his hip with my right hip as he drives into me, and I keep him at bay with that. Now, I'm going to take my right foot off his hip and do his far hip. Now, as I fall down, I replace my forearm with my knee and my shin. So I push, and I pummel over the top, and it starts on this hip. Some attacks in this position are from this hip, but most of them...
Our game is pretty much exactly the same, but I have 30 pounds on him.
I initially curl.
All right, that's fair assessment.
But ultimately, for this specific move, what I want to do is I want to post my foot.
You think you could teach like that, Esox?
Now I grasp a kimura. At the same time, he's going to grab my ankle. That's actually going to help me, because now, if his arm is tight, bring your elbow tight, how am I going to get that triangle, right? There's no way. Here, I would go for his back, right? But now, because his extension on his arm, right? That extension allows me to fit this foot inside, and now I can strip that grip. I can lock up a trap triangle. I can grab his head, and lock up a very, very tight front triangle here. And you can get this triangle or you can switch to an arm bar. Okay?
Shirley, you almost ready?
Yes. Any questions? No?
Are you serious tonight? Can we do it in the morning?
So I push here,
Up and over.
and here. Okay?
Esox, do you give the man credit?
Grabs that ankle. That's what he should do. That's a good response. If his elbow stays tight, he can't grab the ankle, and I can take his back.
So you need to have a
If
chance.
I were to try to go back one step, if I were to try to front triangle this, that's pretty hard, basically impossible, right? But I can take his back.
Yeah, I think so.
Now the front triangle is available. Then you take the front triangle, and we can finish it with that. So this is an example of the creation of a dilemma, where he's got a choice between two different attacks. He can stay tight and get his back taken, or we're gonna practice right now the front triangle, where he extends the
Depends on the person. Some people are naturally really athletic and have good reactions.
It's a natural thing that people are gonna grab it. Okay. All right. Any
Would you say he's a black belt? Jaden?
We're going to analyze the way in which our opponent's defensive reaction dictates which of the available offensive options we're going to go with.
Is he in bed?
Quite a lot of good offensive options we can go with in our saddle, okay? And what we're going to look at is that his defensive reactions largely dictate which options become available to us today and which options we ought to go for. Okay? The most important thing to take note of in the arm saddle initially is going to be, there's two things we need to take account of, okay? It's how high are his shoulders, and is he grasping his hands together, and
That guy's a black belt?
is he grasping his
World
arms?
champion?
Okay.
What? You know him?
Let's get started with the matches. So the first match is Gianni Gerbo versus Emilio Hernandez.
How long would it take for him to get Mr. Jordan to tap
We'll break it down.
in a street fight?
So you see here, he's in the arm saddle, and Emilio Hernandez's hands are connected. So that's how he's defending the straight arm lock in this situation. If his hands are open, he would just get arm bar here, or maybe Kimura. So he's connecting his hands to block that. That's going to give Gianni the opportunity.
He'd be a good UFC announcer.
The back step into the back. This is
The color analyst.
anything you should always be looking
10
at.
seconds.
Okay, so first-
Mr. Jordan, could you last 10 seconds before tapping?
So first of all, this is a good example of
20 BMI and weight?
the way we can integrate the arm saddle into our
No
pre-existing
idea.
arm lock game. Okay, here obviously this is not a traditional arm saddle entry. He's going from a Kimura. Emilio's got a single leg. Gianni he grasps a Kimura. Okay, now they fall into a T Kimura situation with his leg on the inside. That'll happen oftentimes when you get a Kimura from a single leg situation. And we're going to see later, it can also happen when you go from a rolling Kimura situation. Regardless, common reaction in the T Kimura, he's usually either going to scissor his legs and come up to his base, at which point there's space between his elbow and his hip where you can put your knee in. You can go to try to take his back right here, but Emilio is a bit faster than Gianni, and he's unable to take his back right away. Okay? Now,
Could Esox take both of those guys?
Gianni allows himself to slide down, and because he's still got the Kimura, he can very easily transition into the arm saddle. So he was going for the back, he missed it. Emilio was a little bit faster than him, and now he wound up in the arm saddle. Okay, this is a really great way we can get into the arm saddle.
You're 230 bulking and 6'2". I believe I could last longer than 10
Now,
seconds.
From this position here,
Maybe
again,
not
we'll
30,
count on
but
higher
10.
shoulders and arm
I mean,
ease
come on,
hands.
Esox. What if
He's
Mr.
grasping
Jordan
his
starts
own thigh.
boxing?
If he's grasping his own thigh, this
Jiu-Jitsu
hand
can't do nothing against
is
boxing.
free for Emilio to start like pushing his leg down.
Honestly, someone with 300 or 400 pounds will be difficult, but I don't think they would tap me.
That hand is not free, right? In such situations, we're going to see that
Against that guy.
the back take is usually the best choice. Okay, if he's got his hands connected, as long as his posture is not too high. And here, it's hard for Emilio to really posture up too high because Johnny's got this Kimura grip. Okay, so you see here, Johnny's basically able to hang on him like a weight because of that Kimura grip. When we get to the arm saddle, there's two main grips we can form. We can use some sort of
Boxing doesn't work in any MMA
okay,
situation.
grasp our own thigh, or we can form a Kimura grip. Okay, there are advantages to both. Okay. However, the Kimura grip is usually the better option.
Is there any chance Mr. Jordan lasts one round against the Jiu-Jitsu champion?
Grip, shoulder crunch
Even if he just ran and tried to avoid him.
The position, I think there are advantages to it in that area. But when we start initiating our actual offense, you know, the various attacks we're going to
No chance for one full round?
Grip is stronger.
What if you ran?
It's more sticky. It's harder for the guy to just pull his arm out and escape the situation altogether. As you see,
Would that be the only way? Could Mr. Jordan run away for one full round?
Right, hard to escape this position. So
it's possible. You really wouldn't go for a guillotine. Usually in the leg locks, rubber guard, judo throws.
Whereas if we take a look right here,
you're too heavy for your body.
Right when Johnny went for the back, if Emilio's hands were not connected, this hand would very easily be able to grasp the ankle. However, if he were to do that, he would be extending his limb. Okay, we're going to see in a bit. That would offer Johnny the opportunity to potentially sequence into a front triangle. As we
think 30 seconds you can last?
The video of that technique I was teaching at that seminar in South Carolina. Okay, so Johnny back steps and he's able to very fluidly into a back control. Now, the next technique, or rather the next match, is Nicky Ryan against Phil Harris at Polaris, where this time we're going to see as Nicky goes into the front triangle. Okay, he gets to the arm saddle all the same. The entry is different, but he gets into the same position of the arm saddle. And instead of going to the back, what we're going to see is he goes to the front triangle. And we're going to see what defensive reactions of his opponent, Phil Harris, caused that.
Why isn't YouTube flagging this?
Rather than the back. And we're going to look at how that was.
I usually do submissions that take a bit longer.
First of all, Nicky gets to the position in a completely different way. He's going for a shoulder crunch grip here from the bottom. So this is a reactive entry where Phil Harris's arm is extending to create offense, and Nicky's capitalizing upon that limb extension with a shoulder crunch. There's two main types of shoulder crunches. There's head in and head out. Oftentimes, we're going to go head
Most
in
of my
at
training
first,
partners
ultimately, we almost always
are around 230 to 250 pounds, so it would really be a concern at that way.
Head in at first because it's an easier grip to get.
But I have no martial arts experience. I think I could gain time early if he sucks. It's going worldwide. It's going to take some time to have a chance.
See how he's bringing that elbow down there? Right, just like I described in the technique portion of the video. You always want to get your elbow on that side of his head, okay? You don't really get to see it too well because of the camera angle, but that's ultimately what he's looking to do. I don't even know really if he's achieved it. Anyway, so he does get to an arm saddle here. But what we're going to see is Phil Harris does a good job. He's grasping his hands, and he's posturing up high. So what we see here, the reason why Nicky missed this, so he gets the Kimura grip, okay, and he rolls through. Right here, he has the opportunity. He could potentially go for the back step into the back, okay. He's basically right there. But Phil postures up pretty high, and so Nicky goes for the front triangle instead. But the issue is that he's able to pull his arm out, okay? Sometimes that's going to happen. Now, if we look at the second sequence, we're going to see Nicky succeed in getting to the front triangle. So same thing, it's a head-in arm. You see, that's a much better example of what I was talking about. This is a head-in shoulder crunch. Look at what he does with his left elbow. So he brought that in front. That's very key. Now he can push with that. Now he can push with his left leg. It goes over the top, and he pummels right into. Now here he's got an arm saddle. And if you take a look at Phil Harris, this hand's extended, okay? The other hand is grasping his thigh to defend it, all right? Because of that, that means that if Nicky were to go for a back step, he would have that hand. See how he's using that hand defensively right there? The right hand. He's pushing down on that. So if Nicky were to go for the back take, it wouldn't be available, and Phil would be able to limp a limp arm and pull out just as he did in the previous sequence. Nicky recognized that. And take a look at what this foot is doing. It's punching through, and see how it pushes at the crook of the elbow, and that breaks the grip here. That allows this leg to come out, and he locks up a trap triangle. Here, he just goes to he finishes with a bottom arm lock, but the entry is the same. Okay, very, very nice sequence by Nicky. Let's look at that again. So we'll start from the very beginning. So he's got a head in shoulder crunch. Okay. Now he's going to take his left arm, pummels it to the inside. Now, with that inside position, he can push across his chest, Phil Harris's chest, to allow his knee to come into place, and he pummels it over the top. Now he's in the arm saddle. Now here, he's got to decide what to do based on those two defensive variables. Are Phil Harris's
I had
shoulders
one fight against a
low,
250-pound black guy that had no bounds and wall wrestling.
right? We're going to see there's different.
It's so difficult to
defensive
wrestle with
reactions,
guys who just run away.
We're going to have based on.
Well, there you go, Mr. Jordan. If you ran, I think you could kill a minute.
And then, is he grasping his hands together, or is he grasping his thigh? Which means if he's grasping his thigh, his other hand presumably is free to perform defensive movements with. Okay. Now, in this case, his shoulders are pretty low. Okay, I'd categorize this as like a low shoulder posture.
All right, guys. I got to do something tonight. So, with my son. So that's it. My dad talked way too long. I told him not to call me after 8 o'clock anymore. He still did it. But he's 85, so what am I going to say? All right, y'all. Tomorrow, just got to pick up the kids from Hershey Park. I'm thinking 10:30 Eastern time. No, Mr. Jordan. You and Esox can go play. I got to do something with Jaden. Yeah. But tomorrow night, 10:30. Why don't you guys go hit a table up? You guys are in the Is it allowed you guys to talk in the Discord room? I'm leaving it up, so. Jada, we gotta do something. So. No. But tomorrow night, definitely poker. We'll play 10:30. All right, y'all. It's super late, Dad. All right, guys. If you guys want to, use the Discord room, go ahead and play. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all tomorrow. I'm on all. Me and Boozos, we talked I'm on all day. So if you want to hop in Discord and chit chat, if you get a free moment, even though I'm working, I'm just peeking and on Discord sometimes on my phone. I got it on my phone now. But Boozos and I, my lunch hour, my whole hour, I gave it to him, teach him how to work out. So it's pretty cool. Can't wait to hear how he did. Invite Jada to the server? Okay, I will. I'll get his info. All right, y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow night, 10:30-ish Eastern.